Hello, everybody. My name is Rick McCutcheon. I'm a Dynamics 365 MVP. And today on Partner Talks, I have Marquis Caldwell. Marquis, let the people know who you are and what you do.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me, Rick. So, my name is Marquis Caldwell, as Rick said. So, I'm a partner and sales manager here at ClickLearn on the EMEA side. And then when I'm not training people on their different ERP systems, CRM systems, I'm also an athletics coach. So, I spend a lot of my time training individuals and teams.
And if you're at any events where Marquis is at that event, he'll have a morning run and he'll get you into shape if you're not already into shape. But today we're going to talk about a little bit about ClickLearn. Why don't we, give the audience a little background on who ClickLearn is and what you guys do over there?
Yeah, definitely. So, when it comes to ClickLearn, our main focus is helping to ensure that everyone knows how to use their business systems. So we have a lot of intelligent individuals on our teams, but perhaps they haven't used this CRM system or this ERP system before. So a good way to introduce them to these systems and ensure that they're successful at their roles is to provide them with training materials. So you use ClickLearn to essentially click through all of those processes as you normally would, and then that's going to turn that into a multitude of different learning formats. So this way we can cater to everyone's, the best way that they learn, essentially.
Yep. So, the learning materials and the documentation, because I remember the first time I met ClickLearn was a few years ago at a user group event, and I was teaching Salesforce automation, project planning, and user adoption. I had a room full of students, and they're coming in. Did you see ClickLearn? Did you see ClickLearn? And I said, no, what's a ClickLearn? So I went over to the exhibit area and had a look at ClickLearn, and I was very impressed with the functionality. And, they've grown to be the number one digital adoption platform for Dynamics. So talk about shows. We've got the North America Summit coming up in San Antonio in just a few weeks. So Marquis, you guys have some really cool AI technology that you're embedding in ClickLearn. So why don't we talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, definitely. So looking forward to San Antonio and heading over to Summit. And we'll be discussing our user experience panel. So essentially, wherever someone is within their business application, they can always call for assistance. They just click in the top right-hand corner. And what's really useful for this is it allows everyone to learn in their moment of need. So the AI aspect is really cool. That's really important. However, the real focus is on that end user actually using the system. So let's say they don't remember how to create a sales order. They can then click in that top right-hand corner, and then they'll be given bespoke instructions on how they create the sales order within their own environment. And the AI features come into play as when it comes to teaching your AI, it's all going to be closed loop. So you don't need to worry about any security issues there. However, the cool part on that is going to be the different assets that you can upload to train your AI on your system itself. So this can be PDFs that you have, different videos as well. So this way you can keep things as dynamic as possible. And it also allows you to bring in material that you've previously created into ClickLearn. So this way we have a nice holistic approach to training all of our end users and ensuring that everyone is successful in their role, no matter what they're doing.
So, we've got San Antonio coming up in October, but before then, we've got another important event. We've got ClickLearn's Partner Days. And, you've done this for several years and you have a big partner channel. So tell us about what happens on Partner Days. And I guess this is relevant for if I'm a partner selling ClickLearn today, or if I'm a new partner interested in looking at it for the first time.
Oh, that's very good. Yes, on September 19th, we will be having our Partner Day. Very much looking forward to having you there as well, and our other guests. So essentially, the idea is that we want to show how you can include ClickLearn into your business. So I think ClickLearn is a super wonderful application. I was actually telling the story of how I ended up working here. I ended up quitting a job because they were having trouble with people adopting their software. And I thought, oh man, I should have chose ClickLearn. And then luckily I was picked up. But it's this idea of when you're a partner utilizing ClickLearn, see us as an addition to your team. So as you get closer to that final implementation, some of that momentum will start to fall off. And that's when you want to begin including ClickLearn. So this way, the adoption of the software actually happens. So for some of our partners, I definitely always recommend that they create all of that material beforehand So when the customer does bring on ClickLearn, you can export your material, pop that into their instance, and then they're not given a blank shell to start with. And it's a really good way for our partners to better engage with their customers because you're providing that level of trust. And then it's also, you're giving them something to begin working with because handing someone a blank piece of paper is always a bit intimidating. So we want to ensure that you're able to really work with them. And a lot of times things may be more bespoke than anticipated, and we want to make sure there's no gaps in the features and the functionalities that they were expecting during the all of the testing, user acceptance testing, and things like that.
And if you're a partner and in 2024 and you don't have a digital adoption practice, then that's a problem because in cloud computing, things change so quickly. Like back in the good old days when I had standalone servers to work with, things didn't change for years. But in the world of cloud, things continuously change. New applications show up, new interfaces show up, and you really need a digital adoption platform like ClickLearn so the losers don't get lost in the technology.
Exactly. And one thing I really compare it to is you want the business application to be as easy as the applications in someone's phone, because that's what someone's always going to compare it to. It's super easy for me to use, I don't know, Facebook, Instagram, or any other app. And it should be the same for the business applications because a lot of times we think it's great, we think it's fantastic, but we don't buy hammers to talk about hammers. We're using these systems because we want to help people. And then a lot of times these individuals, they're using the system because, well, one, they were told to, and then also they're trying to make their day-to-day a lot easier. So we definitely always want to work together and keep those users in mind. So this way they're as I should say, satisfied as possible, as well as successful.
Okay, Marquis, I'm going to put the links to your partner day in this post as it goes out. And hopefully we'll get a few partners that don't have a digital adoption practice join us. But as well, your existing hundreds of partners will be there learning more about ClickLearn and especially around the new AI tools. I think we're all very excited about this.
Oh, happy to hear it. And thank you so much. Looking forward to the day.
Okay, Marquis, I'm sure I'll be back to you and talk to you in the future more about ClickLearn and what are you doing with the world of AI and how you're growing your partner network.
Cool. Nice talking to you, Rick.
Bye for now.